Hello, welcome to the Cup Night channel. My name is Shane, and today I'm going to be doing a reading using some tarot, some archetypes, connecting to the energy of Venus. So, yeah, to start on the pre shuffle, I ended up with the Hierophant on the bottom, which is um, associated with Taurus, and Venus is the ruler of Taurus. So we definitely have Venus coming out here today. And underneath the Hierophant is the Lovers, which is Gemini. So there's definitely this energy of coming together. You can see on the bottom of the Hierophant it says join together, and on this one, on the Lovers, it says commitment. So there's this idea of coming together, either like contractually, romantically, friendships, could be any of that. And then for the archetypes, we have agape, which agape is awe, right? It's like being in awe of the universe, of your life, of everything around you. Just that state of being in just bewilderment at the beauty of life. Yeah, so that's a fun start. And then if we look, excuse me, I clear my throat a little bit there. So if we look at Venus in the sky, if we use our actual eyes, telescopes, binoculars, this is where Venus actually is in the sky right now. It's in the constellation of Libra. So yeah, and Venus is the ruler of Libra, right? So this is home for Venus. And I find it interesting that there's this box made from the Libran constellation, and Venus is neatly inside of it right now. The sun just came out of it, and you can see now the sun is heading towards Scorpio. So if you go by the actual positions of the celestial bodies, we can see with our observational technologies and our eyes and binoculars and whatnot, sun is not in Scorpio yet. It's still like it's leaving Libra and about to be in Scorpio, but yeah, technically it's still Libra season right now. Okay, so you can also see Mercury is here in Libra as well, right behind the sun. It's retrograde, yeah. Uh, but Venus is not. Venus is, um, according to our observations, moving forward. Mercury is not actually moving backwards. That's not what retrograde is. It's an illusion of moving backwards based on the rotation of the Earth and the way the planets move through the solar system. Yeah. So, the setbacks you're experiencing in communication and maybe in fairness, justice, equality, things balancing out, especially in the way you are perceived by the world, because we are dealing with the 10th house here for Mercury and Venus. They might just be illusions. Just, they might seem like setbacks to you, but maybe they are necessary in order to put you where you need to be. Yeah, but Venus in Libra in the 10th house. So there's this idea of like this like very public, loving, caring balancing of energies, right? Maybe the way that you are being perceived by others in terms of your career or just your public image in general is kind of evening out. It's like the energy you have put out there, you have the love you have poured into this thing, whatever it is that you do to publicly express yourself in the world, is finally kind of like reaching some kind of equilibrium. Or yeah, there's justice, right? Justice is coming into this area. So yeah, let's get started with a saying. I have been enjoying these sayings on here. They're pretty fun. So open this up. We're going to skip those and just put it down to 1. All right, here we go. Big breath in and out. Okay. You dirty old man. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got some salacious energy coming through this quote. Um, that kind of changes the energy just a little bit. I am feeling this really good, like this agape energy, right? This just like awe and reverence and beauty, right? But then it's like there's also this element of like shock, right? I mean, on the agape card you can see there's like fireworks kind of at the top and the bottom there. So it's almost like there's also this element of shock and like seeing someone who might be in a position of authority, maybe uh, you find something out about them that is just kind of like, oh, I can't believe you did that. Like, yeah, interesting. That kind of goes with the energy of yesterday's reading. So it's almost like this overlap of this new like very beautiful, very just like, oh, the universe is so beautiful, mixed with this like, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you abused your power in that way, you know? Like, yeah, that's interesting. Okay. And then let's grab some nouns. Actually, you know what? Let's do a figure. The figures are fun. A giraffe. Oh, did you see that? It just like changed itself. I didn't even click anything. Okay. So we went from a giraffe to a woman who is like very confidently posed. She's got like her arm. It's almost like she's like ready. She's like ready to fight, right? She's like standing there like give it your best shot, you know? Like it's like she's standing up for herself or to someone. She might be the person who is saying, "You dirty old man. Like I can't believe you would do that." You know, like calling someone out for their BS, right? You know, this is like I said, the Hierophant is associated with Taurus, so literally bullshit, right? Calling someone out for their bullshit. And giraffe, I mean, we just got a little flash of that giraffe image before it reloaded itself, but it's like this higher perspective, right? Giraffes have these really long necks and their eyes are way up there and they can reach things easily while still being grounded, right? They get this like really nice overview of the lay of the land and yet they're still completely grounded. So, yeah, it's like you're seeing something from the top down or you're seeing something from a higher perspective and realizing and like calling it for what it is, right? This idea of balance, harmony, and justice, right? Very Libra like energy. Yeah, and it's very public, whatever this is, because we're dealing with the 10th house. Okay, well this just got interesting. Yeah, let's pull some cards. I'm gonna pull some archetypes first. I'm gonna leave Agape out because I feel it's very relevant here, so I'll leave that one out. Let's see what else wants to come through here. Oh, okay. So we got the shaman that just fell out. Yeah, once again, this is giving me that higher perspective vibe, right? You can see that hand at the top there. It's reaching out into the darkness, and there's all these things floating around in there, and it's like you're putting your hand on something, like you're connecting with something out there that's been in the dark for a while, and finally realizing what it is and calling it what it is, like calling it out. Yeah, the shaman is that very mystical archetype, right? That can, they see the things that others don't, right? They don't hide from the truth. They embrace it and face it head on confidently. You know? Yeah, and this is also giving me the like with this woman, the way she's positioned, it's like something you've known internally for a long time, but you haven't been able to call it for what it is because you haven't had the evidence or the proof or whatever. It's like something finally happens, like a situation or you gain a piece of evidence or something where you can finally be like, I knew it. You dirty old man, I knew it. Right? Yeah. Someone hasn't been playing fair. And oh, and now the scales are balancing out. The sustainer just flew out. Yeah, so like I was saying, you see this like thing that's being crafted there in this box. It's being molded. It's like you've been working this out, right? You've been kind of like trying to massage this energy and figure out like what is this that I'm picking up on? Like I know something is off here. I know it is. And you've just been sustaining this, like really working with this energy for maybe quite some time now. But it seems like, you know, it's finally getting to the point where you can just be like, I freaking knew it. I called that. Oh my god. I cannot believe I was right about, like, you may not, it might be something you might not even want to be right about necessarily, right? But the truth is the truth, right? Shock and awe, but also wonder, right? You might feel in awe of your ability to have perceived this truth, well before it came to light. Feeling grateful for these abilities that you have that you've been cultivating to in order to tap into things like these. Let me get one more archetype here. The self, yeah. Right? I mean, look at that. The truth shining from within. It's like, once again, it's to me, this is just the confirmation of like you had it within you all this time. You knew it, like you felt it in the core of yourself, and you were right. This is a very confident energy, right? Look at that. It's that pearl radiating light outwards, shining, like illuminating all these colors around you. It's like your true essence is now visible to those around. Maybe people around you are doubting you in some way, and it's like now it's undeniable, right? Undeniable. And it is awesome. Okay, and finally we have the ring. So this is giving me the energy of the lovers and the Hierophant again. So this has something to do with some kind of commitment. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship like a marriage or like a romantic relationship, but it could. It could also have something to do with a contract or an agreement of some kind. For example, like a rental agreement or a work agreement, something like that. So, as always, use your own intuition to connect with the images, sayings, words, things that I'm saying, and put it where it goes for you because this is a collective reading. It's going to play out differently in all of our lives. But the overall narrative, the overall theme will be pretty similar. So you got to use your own intuition here as well. And that is definitely part of the message. All right, Eight of Wands, yeah. Fast moving energy. This is in motion. Yeah, and I'm really feeling that this is like, it feels like now energy. Like this is an ongoing thing. Like whatever this is, it's like about to happen. I feel like it hasn't happened yet, but it's like there. It's right there. It is on its way. In some ways, this feels very meta because of the Epstein file stuff that's playing out on the global stage right now. I'm seeing this woman figure kind of representing those the survivors, right? They're speaking up, they're standing up for themselves, they're demanding that the information be released to the public at this time, right? And that I really feel this is that kind of vibe. Um, yeah, and they've had to sustain this energy in order to stand up for what is right, right? I mean, once again, Libra standing up for what is right, demanding equality, demanding justice, demanding the truth be revealed. Yeah, speaking up confidently, really expressing themselves. I mean, that goes perfectly along, and it's something that is currently in progress, right? That is a perfect example of something that fits with this message. And there has already been a lot of shock and awe related to the revelations from the files that have already been released, right? All of the connections, all of the commitments surrounding this information that is being leaked out. Underneath the ring, we have the flame. It's coming to light. Yeah, right. Underneath that, we have the storm. Yeah, the time of reckoning is here. And like I said, it's happening right now. It's right outside the door, right? This energy is present. You're on the threshold. It's prevalent. It's present. It's like, I don't know, you could walk out your door and then bam, be hit with something unexpected. Okay. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense for the global playing out of this message for sure. And 10th house, once again, very public things going on here. Um, but we are a reflection of our reality. So this could be happening on multiple levels, at the highest levels of the global events, as well as down at the lowest levels of the people around you, possibly. So, or in your community, your local community, or something like that. So keep an eye out for these kinds of energies and how they are expressing themselves around you at this time. Yeah, the star. Yep, someone has been doing a lot of healing, a lot of creative work on themselves. They've really been tapping into their self expression once again, this confident female energy. You don't have to be a female for this to be relevant to you, by the way. This is just the archetype that's coming through, right? The feminine archetype, the intuitive, the creative, nurturing, compassionate, and this goes perfectly along with Venus. These things are all Venusian, right? So yeah, the star. This is Aquarius energy coming through as well. So it's all about the the future, right? Stepping into the future, stepping into the confidence of knowing that you have what it takes to create your life as you move forward. And also something to do with technology. And, Eight of Wands, a star. This is giving me like, I mean, the example I'd already given with the Epstein files, all of that is coming out through these emails, right? So, yeah, I mean, Eight of Wands, communication, the star, technology, boom, emails. So there could be something related, something discovered through like text messages, emails, some kind of communication happening through technology that is discovered, and somebody is just over it. They're like, they're calling them out, right? They're like, you know what? Everyone's gonna know about this, and they're not backing down. Love to see it. Okay, let's see. Finally, we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, absence. Okay. So, and the Empress on the bottom, rebirth. Yes, that Venusian figure, the Empress. She is joining the chat, right? Just more confirmation that we are dealing with this divine feminine energy in its very elevated state. But with the Five of Cups, there is definitely someone who is going to be having a rough time with all of this. Someone is exposed for who or what they have been doing, um, who they have been, the unfair, unjust activities they have been partaking in. Well, that's justice for you, right? That's karma. You gotta own up to what you did, pay for what you did. Those scales, they balance out one way or another. And sometimes they play out in very public ways, and that's part of the rebalancing, right? You have to be, if you have been cheating, lying, stealing, you know doing people wrong, you, you know you're gonna pay for it one way or another. The time This is a time of reckoning. Yeah. And once again, I mean, oh my gosh, double, like, extremely elevated feminine energy. The Empress and the High Priestess together. Yeah, this is like, whoever this reading's for, um, whether I'm for the person who knew something was off. Um, yeah, you've been right. I mean, you knew it. You knew it all along. You've just been patiently waiting for this thing to reveal itself, right? Yeah, you were stable this whole time. I mean, Four of Pentacles, the Sustainer. You've been having to live with this knowing, and it's maybe been kind of murky, but I mean, look, Four of Pentacles literally says, oh, sorry, prosperity. I don't know why I was reading that as results. That's the Seven of Pentacles that says that. But yeah, I am feeling that seven. It's like the results. It's like this thing is coming to fruition. It's coming to light. A lot of my readings have been saying that like consistently. It's pretty wild. I am on edge to say the least because I have definitely been feeling this for quite some time, and yeah, something big is going down like on many levels of reality. Okay, um, let's go and grab some nouns here. I'm going to edit these. So, writer and songs. You may have a story, or you may be inspired to create from the revelation of whatever this is. It might provide a lot of creative fuel for you. Okay, so we have offer, play, and fear. Ooh, yeah, someone's afraid. And offer. This is like I'm getting that maybe someone is going to try to play their way out of this. Like something is going to come to light and they're going to try to play it off. They're going to try to bargain, like, oh, they're not going to own up to it is what I'm getting. Is there's going to be this like dog and pony show, like they're going to try to play it off like, oh, no, that wasn't me, or they're going to try to be like, well, what if I do this? What if I give you this? What, does that make it better? Like, yeah, real shady tactics, right? And that's not really surprising given the nature of, this energy of you dirty old man. Like they've been doing something disgusting, right? Like in the dark, lying to people. Here, let me leave these out. Let's get a little more tarot here. Now, if you're watching this and you're the one who's been doing things in the dark and being shady and dishonest, well, better get yourself right. That's all I can say, because you might think you're safe and that your secrets are safe, but they're not. Anything can happen in this world. Things can change like that. Completely unexpected circumstances can completely upend everything in an instant. So you better start owning up, is all I'm trying to say. Although I feel I'm talking to primarily those of you who have been picking up on this energy and have just kind of been patiently biding your time and waiting waiting for this to come out. Uh yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just gonna draw 3. And yeah, 4 of Cups. Like I said, patiently biding your time, just waiting, contemplating, like, how is this going to play out? Like, it's a very, like, anxious, anticipatory energy, and it hasn't always been, like, this excited, like, oh my God, it's right here, I mean, me personally, I have felt like I got very depressed and, like, just felt hollow. Like, this energy has been rough to say the least, like very rough. So I don't know I feel like this is going to have a major impact once it's revealed. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Big, 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 big change. Yes. We have the Magician. Let me reveal the last one and then I'll interpret these all together. And the Page of Pentacles, the reveal, right? This card keeps coming out lately. Yeah. To me, it's like she's holding this piece of evidence, right? It's like she finally has her hands on this to know that she's not crazy. Like these things she's been picking up on, it's like they're real. It was right. Like I was right, you know. Yeah, I'm getting this energy of like, well, for one, the magician is giving me this self archetype vibe when I'm looking at it. I'm not seeing this as like a manipulator, though you could read it that way, especially in this situation we're talking about. Um, but I'm seeing this as somebody who has been confidently focusing on themselves and really trying to bring about the magical aspects of life into their reality, right? Maybe you spent a large portion of your life not believing in um, spiritual matters or like energetics or things that are hard to wrap our logical minds around, but now you've entered into this phase of life where you really are tapping into this recognition that there is magic, like magic exists, and it is something that we can work with and help us to live better lives, to live lives that we, create the lives we want to see, manifest what we want to see. And it is working. The wheel is turning, and you can see it says luck on the bottom there. It's turning in your favor. I mean, the magician and the wheel of fortune together, this is like, the work you have been doing is kind of like causing the wheel to turn for you, right? It's a large part of why the wheel is turning. It's always turning, but in this case, it feels like it's turning in a really positive way for you. And unfortunately, in order for things to level up, sometimes the ugly things in life that we weren't aware of fully have to be revealed. The truth has to come out so that things can rebalance and reorganize, and you can actually step into this version of life that you have called in for yourself, that you've been trying to create. We don't always understand why things have to happen the way they do, but um, you know, that's life. That's life. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And the Knight of Pentacles is underneath the Four of Cups. So this really slow, steady, devoted energy that prevails, right? Yeah, this card always seems to come out somewhere near the Page of Pentacles too lately. I mean, these two, they're like hand in hand. It's almost saying that like this work that you have been devoted to, patiently, consistently, really putting in the hours day in, day out, is is bringing this to light. It's like, you know, it's like you are stepping into this level of reality where the things that were holding you back are being dug up and they're being brought to the surface and seen for what they really are. So, yeah, you're playing an active part by being devoted to the things that you want to create in your life. You're playing an active part in this revelatory process by making those who have been profiting off of the suffering of others in some way, put that how it goes for your situation, um, forcing those people to face their reckoning. you know that's, yeah, it's a very exciting energy, very heavy also. It's a mixed bag. It's like it's a really good thing that this is happening, but also it can be scary, right? Because I mean, I don't know exactly what this is. It's very mysterious. I don't know what form it's going to take or what form it has been, operating as all this time. But Either way, the anticipation is electric. Okay, so to close this out, I'm going to get some verbs for some advice. How can we move forward with this energy spirit? And I'm going to have to edit this. I do, before I do this, drag, discover, cover, discover, and cover. That is, yeah. It's like this has been dragging out, but now there's some kind of discovery of the cover, of the cover up, of the cloak, you know. I'm seeing, okay, we'll just go with these. Okay. We're gonna run through these really quick and then I'll generate 3 for the advice. Because these seem to be relevant to the message that I'm tapping into. So we have tease. So it's like, yeah, you've been teased, right? You've been giving these like energetic hints of like, okay, something's off, and you're very well aware of it, but you're not really sure what is going on. Instruct and beam. This instruct is giving me like, the one who's been maybe calling the shots behind the scenes, like the person giving the instructions. Or perhaps this is, I don't know. It's kind of mysterious. And then beam is like, to me, it's like that. It's a very fast moving energy. It's like, a beam of light, or like you're beaming, like you're very like, oh my gosh, I knew it, like very excited. And sparkle right after that, yeah, and bolt. Yeah, these are all very fast moving energies, and also very like sparkle is like it's in the light of day, right? It's like, ah, oh, the truth is out there. Finally, it's shining in the light. Bolt is also giving me the energy of somebody trying to run away, trying to get away from this revelation, right? Gaze, yeah, it's out there. People are gazing at this, like, oh my gosh, apologize. Yeah, this feels like a demand. Like, yeah, you're gonna own up to what has happened here. Yeah, somebody's been guarding the truth, or they're acting very guarded now that the truth is out there, and there's lots of argument. Yeah, this is, I mean, these are all like nail on the head exactly what is going on here. The only one that's kind of weird to me is this instruct. I'm gonna dig a little bit more into that before we close it out for the advice. So what is this instruct about? Okay. Eight of Cups, withdrawal, Page of Pentacles again, and the Star. Knight of Wands on the bottom. Force of nature. Yeah, like I said, this is it. It's like this. It's like an inevitable. This energy is in motion. It's already happening. You can't stop it. You cannot stop it from being revealed. You can't stop this process from playing out. It's too late. And with instruct, the first thing that came out was the Eight of Cups. It says it's a card of walking away. You see, it says withdrawal on the bottom there. So it's like somebody is being told to bolt, right? I mean, instruct is right above bolt. They're being told to get out of there, like go, leave. But it. I feel like it's too late. The reveal is happening. It's too late. Yeah, the star. I mean, shining bright, right? Yeah, somebody is going to be heavily in the spotlight, and they're going to be very defensive, guarded, argumentative. They're going to be asked to apologize for what they've done, make amends, some reparations perhaps for any damage they've caused. Yeah, yeah. But there's somebody is telling them to get out, right? That's what this instruct is. It's like they maybe they realize that this is happening. There's nothing they can do to stop it, and they ask somebody who might be in on it with them somehow, or at least knows of it, and they're saying, "Get out of there, leave, leave as fast as you can." But you can't. It's too late. Victory. The truth wins. Yeah. Okay. Now let's get some verbs for advice. So, Spirit, what advice can we give to those who are having to contend with the aftermath of this big reveal? Those who, were not involved on the manipulative, dark, shady side of the situation. Those who have been aware that something has been off, and how can we deal with this energy? Thank you. Bomb, trace, trust. Whoa. I don't know why, but that just hits so hard for some reason. Bomb, trace, trust. So, just before I pull any cards, what I'm getting immediately is this is a bombshell. This is a bomb. It's going to blow up. And like I said, we're dealing with 10th house energy, so this is very public. Whatever this is going to be very well known. And people are going to be everyone's going to be doing their own detective work to try to figure out what the heck happened here, like what is going on. People are going to be tracking down things and trying to trace, like, how did this even happen, like, it's going to be shock and awe, agape, right? And then trust. This is the advice. I think these two words are just describing the situation again, like the aftermath, because that's specifically what I asked about, was how can we deal with the aftermath. And this is the advice, is to just trust that everything is playing out the way that it needs to, for the highest good, for the highest timeline, however you want to think of it, for the best version of your life, for the betterment of all, for the betterment of society. You just have to trust that, as they say, or as the Christians say, the Lord works in mysterious ways, right? We can't, in our limited vessels, right, our limited ability to comprehend all of life, we can't understand why things have to happen the way that they do sometimes. We just have to trust. We just have to have faith. Whoa, judgment just flew out like immediately. Yeah. Yes. You can see it says inner calling. So, you know, this coming out as advice for us, it's saying trust in that inner voice, that higher part of yourself that is guiding you forward. Keep having faith in it, because whatever this is, this reveal, this bombshell, is just going to confirm that you can trust that inner voice that you have been following. It's going to be a massive confirmation for us. Um, but also the other side of this card, just based off the name, right? Judgment. It's judgment time. Like yeah, all is coming to light. All will be revealed. Warts and all. It's gonna be nasty, but it has to happen. It has to happen. Grab two more, and then we'll close it out there. Okay, on the bottom, Ten of Wands, right? Yep, this burden is being released. It is the end of carrying this energetic weight. I know how this has felt. It has been intense. Yeah, it's been weighing down, right? Well, it's about to be lifted. It's coming to an end. Ten of Cups, another 10. Yes, right. Harmony is being restored. Balance is coming back. Yes. You're moving towards that ideal life. The Ten of Cups is the ideal life, right? The dream of the happy ending somewhere over the rainbow. And then finally, oh, so perfect. Oh my gosh, Justice. The last card. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, there could not have been a more perfect card in this type of reading. And you can see there it says integrity. So those of us who have been living in integrity and sticking with it, and living in balance, and trying to do our best, obviously you have good days and bad days, but you take the good with the bad, the balance, right? This event that is playing out is for you. it's for all of us, really, even the people who have been, involved in the wrongdoing and the shady deals, because ultimately it's for their betterment too, right? It's like once the truth comes out, they're no longer chained to that lie. They're no longer chained to that way of living, or that, they have to get their shit together, right? Justice. This gives us a chance to all get our shit together, right? On a more level playing field. Ah, oh, man, I can't believe it. Yeah, I just want to put the emphasis. Venus is right in this box of Libra, right? It's like the heart of just like Venus is at the heart of justice right now, or like getting very close to it, right? It's like almost in the center of this box here. Yeah. I am so blown away by that being the last card. I love it. That and the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Wands together. I mean, oh, I can't believe it. Okay. Yeah, shock and awe, right? Agape. I'm just in awe right now. So thank you, Spirit, for that message. This was a really good one. It's very inspiring. Like I said, I've been feeling this energy for a long time. It has felt very heavy, very Ten of Wands, right? And I'm so looking forward to this just coming to light. Like, just let the truth, let judgment be called, let it happen, let it play out. Judgment and justice. Yes. Okay. Okay. That's all I have. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Um, if you like the video, please like it. It helps the channel. If you have anything to add, anything to share, comments below. As always, take care of yourselves. Keep your heart open. Bye.